Let's join me on an emotional journey full of challenges and sacrifices in the world of Mortal Kombat 1. And our main character is none other than Johnny Cage, the arrogant yet humorous Hollywood action star who has undergone a life-changing journey. From a famous but carefree movie star, Johnny becomes involved in the battle to protect Earthrealm under the guidance of Liu Kang. He not only faces formidable enemies like Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, but also joins his teammates to overcome harsh challenges to combat the threat of time stream destruction. This journey transformed Johnny from someone only concerned with fame and the glitz of Hollywood to becoming a true warrior, a hero ready to sacrifice for noble ideals. And through that, he created an immortal legacy of Mortal Kombat. Let's follow the entire story of Johnny Cage in this new timeline to better understand his growth and the meaningful lessons this journey brings. Don't take your eyes off the screen because you won't want to miss a single moment. At the beginning, we see Johnny Cage embarking on an adventurous exploration. He is exploring an ancient mysterious tomb, facing deadly traps and strange creatures. With his exceptional martial arts skills and inherent confidence, Johnny overcomes every challenge spectacularly. However, as he is about to unlock the final secret of the tomb, the scene suddenly stops. In the next scene, it turns out it's all just a movie scene in Johnny Cage's latest action film. Johnny steps off the set with a smug smile, satisfied with his performance. After leaving the studio, Johnny returns to his luxurious mansion. There, he meets Christina, his wife. Their marriage is facing difficulties due to Johnny's extravagant lifestyle and arrogant personality. Christina criticized him for overspending on luxury items, especially the ancient Sento sword he just bought at an exorbitant price. Christina thought Johnny was wasting money and not caring about the family. She feels he is too immersed in the star image and forgets other important values in life. Johnny, with his arrogant personality, justifies that these items are necessary for his career and image. He doesn't realize that he is gradually losing the most important things. Christina decides to leave home, leaving Johnny in loneliness and reflection. This is when he begins to realize the void in his personal life. Despite having all the fame and money, soon after, Johnny encounters an uninvited guest, Kenshi Takahashi. Kenshi is a talented swordsman, a descendant of the Takahashi family. He has come to reclaim the Sento sword, a lost family heirloom. The sword is not just a weapon, but also a symbol of honor and responsibility. Johnny refuses to return the sword, asserting that he purchased it legally and it belongs to him. Kenshi, determined and serious, not accepting this refusal. The tension between the two escalated, leading to a duel right in Johnny's mansion. He defeated Kenshi. Before things got more serious, Liu Kang mysteriously appeared. He stopped the two and explained the true significance of the Sento sword. Liu Kang reveals that a major threat is coming from someone named Shang Tsung, and Earthrealm needs the cooperation of both Johnny and Kenshi. Liu Kang persuades Johnny that he can become a true hero, not only on screen, but also in life. He explains that the sword Sento is the key for Kenshi to restore his family legacy, and will play an important role in the fight against Shang Tsung. Johnny was initially skeptical, but was convinced by Liu Kang's sincerity and Kenshi's determination. He realized that this was an opportunity to prove himself in a new way, while also seeking true meaning in life. After gathering Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Kung Lao, and Raiden, Liu Kang takes all four of them to his secret base in Earthrealm. It is a tranquil location, surrounded by majestic nature, and bears the mark of harmony between humans and divine energy. Liu Kang shared that this place would be their training center, where the warriors learn to develop skills and push their limits to become protectors of Earthrealm. In the early days at the base, Johnny Cage was not serious. He regularly joked around and viewed it as a fun game rather than a real responsibility. This made Kung Lao and Raiden, two other candidates brought by Liu Kang, feel uncomfortable. While Kenshi remained silent, focusing on observing everything around, Liu Kang checked each person to assess their abilities. Johnny Cage impressed with his speed and creativity in combat. Although his style leans more towards cinematic than actual combat, Kung Lao shows discipline and confidence. Kenshi, on the other hand, stands out with his skilled swordsmanship, even though he hasn't fully mastered the Sento blade. Raiden, with his humble yet determined nature, stands out with his comprehensive combat skills. Liu Kang organizes a series of tests to select the warrior representing Earthrealm. In the final challenges, Raiden excels in strength, responsibility, and adaptability. Finally, he was chosen as the champion of Earthrealm. After selecting Raiden, Liu Kang led the group to Outworld, where they would participate in a tournament for Raiden to officially prove his abilities before Queen Sindel and the warriors of Outworld. This is also an opportunity for the group to start understanding the connection between Earthrealm and Outworld. Upon arriving in Outworld, Johnny Cage is overwhelmed by the unique yet eerie beauty of the place. The grand architecture mixed with gloom creates a tense atmosphere. Together, Lao maintained a cautious attitude. Meanwhile, Kenshi focused on observing the strange things around him. The group was introduced to Queen Sindel, who ruled over Outworld. She appeared with a regal demeanor, but also showed curiosity about the group of warriors from Earthrealm. Sindel's two princesses, Kitana and Milena, appeared beside the queen. While Kitana appeared solemn and adhered to diplomatic protocols, Milena maintained a detached attitude, with a mysterious gaze and a slight disdain towards the Earthrealm warriors. Johnny Cage couldn't help but compliment their beauty. This prompted Kung Lao to remind him to maintain a serious attitude. Raiden is tasked with fighting a warrior from Outworld. The match takes place in the presence of Queen Sindel, Kitana, and Milena. With guidance from Liu Kang, Raiden shows a resilient fighting spirit to achieve a convincing victory. Sindel is impressed with Raiden's strength and willpower, recognizing him as the champion of Earthrealm, simultaneously compromise an alliance between the two sides. After the match, Liu Kang sensed a lurking danger. He mentioned the name Shang Tsung, a dark sorcerer associated with Outworld who might be plotting to invade Earthrealm. Liu Kang decided to urgently send Johnny Cage and Kenshi to investigate Shang Tsung's activities. Meanwhile, Raiden stayed to continue his new mission in Earthrealm, following clues about the strange disappearances. The group of three arrived at a barren land. Here, they discovered the secret cave. The agile creatures are being suppressed by the soldiers. Johnny Cage remains quite humorous as he holds a phone recording everything happening. As for Kenshi, he is quite sure this is Shang Tsung's lair, because the compass that Liu Kang gave him is emitting a strange energy upon arriving at this place. A chained creature is slowly being dragged out. With a deformed but fierce appearance, it is Baraka. That Shang Tsung finally appears, holding a strange vial, injecting all of it into Baraka. Baraka struggles fiercely to break free from the restraint, counterattacks vehemently, and quickly puts Shang Tsung in a difficult position. Our three guys wanted to watch Shang Tsung suffer a bit longer, but Liu Kang insisted they bring him back alive. The three of them immediately jumped in to help, inadvertently creating an opening for Shang Tsung to transform and escape. When the Kukuan, that group tried to stop him, Baraka, in a furious rage, raised his claws and attacked them, mistakenly thinking they were Shang Tsung's minions. A brief fight ensued, and Kenshi managed to subdue Baraka, making him stop. Kenshi explained that they came here to stop Shang Tsung and save the innocent people. Baraka, after calming down, revealed that Shang Tsung turned him and his Takatan clan into monstrous creatures, and now they are just tools in the hands of the Dark Sorcerer. After a heart-to-heart conversation, realizing the group's determination, Baraka decides to cooperate with them. He revealed that he knows of another base where Samsung might be hiding. The group of four, Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Kung Lao, and Baraka set out, prepared to face greater dangers. Baraka, with information from the days of being captured and experimented on, leads Johnny Cage, Kenshi, and Kung Lao to an area where he believes Shang Tsung is hiding. The unexpected destination is Queen Sindel's castle in Outworld. This confuses the whole group, but Baraka insists that this is where he conducted his most important experiments. The group decides to sneak into the castle. Here, they witness Shang Tsung preparing to inject a strange drug into Mileena, Sindel's second princess. Mileena lies motionless on the experiment table, seemingly poisoned and completely unable to resist. Kenshi recognizes that this drug is similar to what was used to transform Baraka and the other Takatan residents. Fearing something terrible might happen, the whole group immediately charges in. Kung Lao and Johnny Cage quickly confronted the guards in the laboratory, while Kenshi tried to reach Shang Tsung to prevent him from escaping. All the guards were taken down. Kung Lao and Johnny guarded Shang Tsung, while Kenshi hurried to Mileena without assessing the situation. However, everything quickly got worse when Mileena slowly woke up. Mileena started convulsing, and her body showed abnormal signs. Her eyes turned bright red, and the corners of her mouth began to tear, revealing sharp iron-like teeth exactly like the experimented Takatan people. In a frenzy, Mileena loses all sense and attacks the entire group. Kenshi tries to calm her, but she attacks him fiercely. While rushing to protect Johnny Cage, Kenshi has his eyes taken by Mileena. The painful scene temporarily left the whole group demoralized. Shang Tsung took this opportunity to inject a sedative into Mileena, making her unconscious again. At that moment, the castle guards, led by Kitana, burst into the laboratory. Kitana saw Mileena unconscious and quickly concluded that the three of them had attacked her sister. She orders the arrest of the whole group, including Baraka. Johnny tries to explain, but Kitana doesn't want to listen. The group is escorted into the dark heart of the castle, where they must face even more tense situations. Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Kung Lao, and Baraka are imprisoned in a cold and damp cell under Sindel's castle. Kenshi's wound made him extremely weak, while Johnny tried to stay optimistic with jokes. But clearly, no one felt comfortable. Kung Lao suggested finding a way out. However, Baraka, with his experience of being imprisoned, reminded them that these dungeons were strictly guarded and nearly impossible to escape without outside help. Kenshi sat leaning against the corner of the wall, in pain from the wound in his eye, feeling like he has become a burden to the whole group. Just as everyone is mired in despair, a figure appears before the prison cell. That was Reptile, a creature capable of shape-shifting and invisibility. Belonging to the Saurian race, Reptile admitted that he was forced to work for Shang Tsung because the sorcerer had taken his wife and child hostage. Reptile gave them a blood-staunching potion for Kenshi, while expressing regret for the actions he was about to take under Shang Tsung's threat. Even though Reptile showed a desire to help everyone, he revealed that Shang Tsung had ordered him to release other monster prisoners in the dungeon to deal with them. He expressed regret but had no other choice. The prisoners transformed by Shang Tsung's experiments are released and immediately rush to attack the group. Although weak, NC still tries to stand up to fight. So together with Lao and Johnny Cage, they fight back while Baraka uses his strength to protect the group. After a fierce battle, Baraka played a crucial role, defeating the monster prisoners thanks to his superior strength and skills. He also prevented Reptile from taking his own life because of the guilt he felt. Baraka said, "If I can find a way to fight for what I believe in, then you can too. Save your family yourself instead of waiting for death in despair." The day after the battle, Shang Tsung appeared before the cell. He revealed the cruel truth. Reptile's wife and children were killed by him months ago, and you are carrying out his orders in vain. Shang Tsung emphasized that all of Reptile's efforts are meaningless, before he mocked and disappeared, leaving a poisonous smoke spreading throughout the cell. The entire group quickly sensed the danger from the smoke and decided to act. Baraka used his strength to break the cell door, clearing the way for the whole group to escape. Even Angakuda in the critical situation, Kung Lao and Johnny were determined not to leave Kenshi, who kept saying he was hindering everyone. But Johnny expressed deep gratitude to Kenshi, because it was thanks to him that Johnny's life was saved. After escaping the dark rivers located under Sindel's castle, a group including Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Kenshi, Baraka, and Reptile tries to leave Outworld's territory. they decided to go into a dense forest, rumored to be rarely visited, to avoid being pursued by Sindel soldiers. The entire forest was shrouded in darkness, covered by thick layers of bones. The sounds of strange creatures only increased the group's tension. Kenshi was still suffering from the injury to his eye, but his determination impressed everyone. As they went deeper into the forest, a strange sound arose, causing Baraka and Reptile to immediately follow it. They were suddenly attacked by a woman wearing radiant clothing, emanating divine energy. Asura, a warrior formerly from the Nether Realm, appeared with a hostile attitude, misunderstanding that everyone here were minions of the Power Realm. Asura quickly attacked the group, aiming directly at Reptile, whom she believed to be a monster from the Power Realm. Feeling unable to resolve it with words, Baraka knocked her down, then started to explain. After a brief battle, Asura realized they were not minions of the Quan Chi. She explained that she was on a journey, seeking redemption for herself. Asura was once an assassin of the Brotherhood of Shadow, Quan Chi's minion force. However, she abandoned the dark path upon realizing the cruelty of the organization. The Holy Christ sword she uses helps purify her soul each time she vanquishes an evil being. Asura believes that defeating the cult is the final step to liberate herself from her sinful past. After understanding the group's goal to stop Shang Tsung and the cult, Asura decides to join, although Johnny did not want to join in the hunt for the so-called Quan Chi, because he wished to quickly return home. Everyone else agreed to continue this journey. With Asura's guidance, everyone ventured deeper into the forest, where she revealed that Quan Chi was establishing a dark temple to summon an army from the underworld. The group traversed the forest, approaching the dark temple, where Quan Chi was conducting a ritual to summon souls from the underworld to strengthen Shang Tsung's undead army. The whole group charged forward to fight the guards of the Quan Chi, taking them down one by one. As everyone closed in on Quan Chi, the ritual was complete. In the center of the shrine, Quan Chi controlled a massive vortex of souls, where souls were forced to converge to summon a powerful entity from Nether Realm. From the soul vortex Ermac, an entity formed from thousands of sealed souls finally appeared. The entire area was engulfed in a grim atmosphere, with the moans of trapped souls echoing everywhere. Ermac, carrying overwhelming power, immediately charged at them. Ermac uses psychic powers to control and throw objects, causing the entire group to be blown away. Each member is defeated quickly, proving that he is the greatest threat they have ever faced. In the critical moment, when all were overwhelmed by Ermac, Kenshi, though he couldn't see, still tried to stand up. He gripped the centaur sword tightly, hoping to do something to save his teammates, but couldn't do anything, even pushed Ven away, unable to lift his head. In moments of helplessness, unable to help his teammates, a mysterious voice rose from the sword. It was the ancestral spirits of the Takahashi clan. They invited Kenshi to connect with the clan's power sealed inside Sento. Kenshi accepted the invitation, and a burst of light flashed from the sword. From then on, Kenshi did not need eyes to see the life and energy of everything around him. With the new power, Kenshi quickly dominates the battlefield. He uses the Sento sword to counteract Ermac's psychic power, breaking his attacks. Asura coordinates with Kenshi using his sacred sword to strike at Ermac's weakness. After a fierce battle, the group successfully defeats Ermac, and he gradually takes his last breath, although he was already dead anyway. Unable to hesitate any longer, Asura went to the ancient stone pool, destroying the source of the matter. In the confusion over Ermac's defeat, Quan Chi was betrayed by the very souls he summoned. The souls turned back to drain his energy, leaving him unconscious. The group decided to take Quan Chi back to Liu Kang. As leaving him here was truly too dangerous, Hang was elated in the joy of victory and also in the joy of Kenshi's new strength. Everyone shared a few moments of celebration. Now, they consider each other like family after overcoming difficulties together. And at the same time, Asura will accompany the group to Liu Kang's place, because she has never really had a place to call home. After defeating Quan Chi and bringing him unconscious with them, The group including Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Kung Lao, Baraka, Reptile and Asura began the journey back to Liu Kang's place. To save time, they decided to traverse Sindel's realm, a dangerous territory, but the fastest route to their destination. The situation with Kenshi, although he has awakened the new power from the Gento sword, Kenshi is still in the process of getting used to the ability to see through life energy. He tried to maintain calmness, feeling the pressure from the teammates, except for that Johnny Cage guy. As they ventured deeper into Sindel's territory, the group was forced to move carefully to avoid the royal patrols. Reptile, with his invisibility ability, he was assigned to scout ahead. While on patrol, Reptile was discovered by a group of royal soldiers. They attacked him, leaving a scratch on Reptile, causing blood to flow on the path of his escape. And because of that, the royal guards were able to find his trace. The group of soldiers immediately chased Reptile, forcing him to flee, while trying not to lead the enemy close to his teammates. Seeing Reptile being chased, Kenshi immediately runs to provide reinforcements, despite his body not yet completely adjusting to its new strength. When Reptile and Kenshi returned, a group of royal soldiers was fiercely pursuing them. Wang Chi had just regained consciousness, but the opportunity to escape was gone. The group of 6 had to gather and prepare for this outnumbered battle. After the battle, the group quickly left the area before more royal soldiers arrived. They moved at a faster speed, hoping to escape Sindel's territory without encountering any further obstacles. After escaping Sindel's territory and overcoming dangerous challenges, the group including Johnny Cage, Ken, Kung Lao, Baraka, Reptile, and Asura finally reached Liu Kang's base. Though tired and carrying many injuries, they felt relieved to see this place still safe and unaffected by Shang Tsung's or Quan Chi's schemes. Liu Kang was standing right there when the group returned. It seemed he already knew everything that had happened. With a calm demeanor, he welcomed the warriors and quickly asked them to report on what they had encountered. Johnny represented the group to recount the entire journey, from discovering the lab at Samsung's experiment, confronting the horrifying experiments, to their battle with Quan Chi and his escape. But in return, they had also met some good partners, who accompanied them through the hardships. After a few greetings, Liu Kang and the group of warriors started discussing strategy. Liu Kang realized that the situation had become urgent, and Shang Tsung could not continue his schemes to manipulate the world. He assigned the task to 3 Lin Kuei shinobi to enter Shang Tsung's castle, with the objective of defeating him and stopping the dark plans of this sorcerer. However, the missions failed miserably, and Shang Tsung created a destructive monster named Titan Shang Tsung, a creature of superior strength that no one can match. This has driven everyone into an inevitable showdown. Liu Kang is aware that the timeline is collapsing and the final battle is unavoidable. Therefore, he hurriedly gathered forces from Earthrealm and Outworld, preparing for the final battle. Both worlds, Earthrealm and Outworld, must stand together to face Titan Shang Tsung and his army. After a struggle, Johnny Cage and Liu Kang finally reach the top of the tower, where the final confrontation occurs. They will not only have to face the Horned Titan, but also Quan Chi, an equally dangerous adversary. The battle between them is extremely intense, with neither side showing any mercy. Liu Kang and Johnny join forces, using all their abilities and strength to overpower both the Horned Titan and Quan Chi. When the match ended with the victory of Liu Kang and Johnny, the timeline began to collapse. Liu Kang, with his immense power, used all his energy to bring Johnny Cage back to a safe timeline, protecting him from the spreading destruction. Liu Kang promised to meet Johnny again at other crucial times in the future, when he would need to continue fighting. When returning to the timeline, Johnny Cage couldn't help but wonder about what he had just experienced. He is an art enthusiast. Never thought he would be drawn into such life and death battles. But then, he realized that Liu Kang had chosen him for an important reason that he did not fully understand. Johnny's journey was not just a battle, but an awakening. A journey to clarify his own value and what he truly desires. Based on what he had gone through, the people he met, the stories he witnessed, Johnny created the game Mortal Kombat. as a way to pay tribute to all the warriors who supported him on this journey. Especially close friends like Kenshi, it is a gift for all those who stood by him in difficult times. And finally, Johnny Cage achieved the freedom he always longed for. Creative freedom, artistic freedom. He is no longer just an action star, but a true warrior who has helped maintain the balance of Earthrealm. And as the creator of Mortal Kombat, to honor the warriors who fought together. And that is the entire journey of Johnny Cage and his companions in Mortal Kombat 1. From an arrogant Hollywood movie star to a true warrior, ready to face any danger to protect Earthrealm. Through the harsh challenges, he not only found true strength within himself, but also understood the value of teamwork, loyalty, and sacrifice. Johnny Cage is not just a hero on the screen, but also a symbol of change, growth, and the will to overcome all limits. And this journey inspired him to create Mortal Kombat, a legacy to honor all the warriors who stood by him. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to not miss any exciting content about the world of Mortal Kombat and other legendary characters. See you in the next video, where we will continue to explore dramatic and meaningful stories. Goodbye, and see you again.